I have him
It makes
as
perfect sense.
I'm sorry, I thought you had him. I have my number one graded tackle
As worse.
as worse.
Oh wow, so you kind of slid in there.
So I kind of slipped it. I didn't know you had. I thought you were
So
him.
I have worse as my number one graded tackle. However, I thought Jedrick Wills was going to be a better pick for Cardinals,
All
which is
right,
why I went that route.
But I'm
I think
going
I
with-
think the Wills from Alabama is actually more pro ready. Where
Right,
Wills
which is
has
what the
more
Cardinals
raw
need
talent
right
to-
now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think he has more
Well, I'm
development.
going Warps because I think he's.
I like it.
Then you have right and left side pretty much.
Solidified. I mean,
you
you
know
need
that,
Baker,
you
you
know
need
Conklin's
Baker,
good because that Tennessee offensive line was great last year.
Which is the biggest need that they've had. I've been saying it for years, is that they have the worst, since Joe Thomas left, they've had the worst offensive tackles in the league by far. It's been been
you have to
pathetic.
go. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I mean,
Especially when you're still trying to save Baker Mayfield's career right now.
No.
I mean, they have weapons everywhere else. I think
Yeah.
their defense and their offense is okay enough. Like you need to go offensive line. You have to.
Yes,
to
you
attack
have to.
that.
They was getting
That
killed.
can make that
Baker
team
was getting
better.
killed all year.
Yep.
That can make that team
Oh,
better.
yeah,
And
absolutely, immediately.
Baker's not a bad quarterback.
No.
He's accurate. You just can't make him. He's not the kind of guy who's going to run around and make plays.
No.
He's not that guy.
He's not the Big Ben
You're
type.
asking him to do too much.
He can
Right.
maybe move in the pocket, but he can't scramble.
No, he's not a
Yeah.
guy who's going to run and
Yeah.
he's like a Tyrod Taylor. He's going to
Yeah.
run and make plays on his
Yep.
feet. But you need him. He's a
Bubble
good
shot.
pocket passer.
Yeah,
And you need to have protect him.
agreed. Oh, 100%
You can't
agree.
mess around with
I like that pick. I have no problems with that pick at all.
No, I think. I mean, it's tough. Who's gonna be the guy that says pick an offensive lineman in the first round's a bad idea? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
That's true.
it's always kind of like a surefire, safe pick. That's
Yeah.
quote unquote safe pick.
If you guys
but there
don't
has
get-
been plenty of busts in the first round.
Right. I coached offensive line. I'm of the firm belief that you have to start from
In the
front,
trenches. I
right,
believe,
from the front out.
trenches.
Always. Most important positions.
So what pick are we on now? 11
We're on 11.
Jets. And that's me. So the Jets had a really rough year, but I think there's a lot of silver lining to their season because I feel like after Sam Darnold recovered and bounced back from mono a couple weeks later, he actually. What are you looking at?
No, I'm just looking at his
So, just so everybody knows why I keep looking down at my phone, I actually have the draft board here, and I'm drafting players and taking them off as we go to make sure that we don't double
Draft,
dip.
which you almost did.
Which you did, but I could have sworn I heard him say words.
Which is why we're doing this.
Yeah. All right. So the Jets, I mean, the team needs are obvious. It's the offensive line. It's pretty much offensive line. They definitely need a corner. I mean, the Jets always love to go defense. And a sneaky pick is receiver because of losing Robbie Anderson.
Yep.
I mean, who do they have? Demarius Thomas. I mean, it's rough out
Yeah.
there.
No, it's not good.
They also added a really good center from another high PFF ranking, another high ranking center from Denver. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
I tried to write it down. I forgot to look it up. They added a receiver, Brashad Perriman, which I don't think is a lot, and a cornerback, Pierre Desir, which is a very solid corner, not something that's going to
He's not a game changer.
propel you, but it's going to be something that you don't maybe have to draft
Right.
a corner in the first round. So, with all that being said, I think the best receiver in the draft fell to me as the Jets. I would be a dummy not to take this. It's got to be Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy.
I think he's the best player in the best receiver in this draft. I think he's one of my highest ranking like non-bust players, like one of those surefire. Like he's going to be great. He might not be a Hall of Fame jacket. That's tough to predict right away, but like he's going to be he's going to be a
good
Pro Bowl
receiver.
player. Like he's going to get open.
Yeah.
He has no problems with that. Now the Jets can maybe use him right. It's a different story, but
Yeah.
he is a route runner technician. He's like one of those few guys that come out of college who are polished on the route running.
Yeah.
There's only been a few in my mind, like Calvin Ridley maybe or Keenan Allen, where they came out just ready to run routes. They could run every route in the tree. Jerry Judy's one of those. I know the 40 time kind of like makes people back off a little bit, but I don't think it matters because when you put on the tape, he's quick. He's in and out of his routes very quick. You cannot cover him one.
So I mean, you look at Michael Thomas, and he doesn't have that
Exactly.
drop dead top end speed.
Yep.
But he's
Or
5-10
Keenan
yards
Allen,
away
yep.
from people because
Exactly.
he's breaking in and
the
out
routes.
routes.
The routes.
So I think you're right. I think it's a toss up to me. I think you have 1A and 1B in between him and CeeDee Lamb. I like CeeDee Lamb's after the catch ability
A little bit more, yeah.
more than Jerry Judy's, but Jerry Judy is such a solid receiver.
And I
that-
don't like CeeDee Lamb's injury history.
That's true. That is
And the
true.
Big 12, I don't know if you guys know this yet. I'm a big Big 12 hater on
I am
offensive
too.
stats because
I am too.
I think
Because there's
they're
no
very
defense.
inflated.
There's no defense
So
whatsoever.
I don't
out
really
there.
take that. I mean, I definitely notch them down more than
Yeah.
I should.
No, and I completely agree with that. I'm in the same boat.
I feel like you get open way too much.
If you're not playing in the SEC, I was like,
I mean, I like SEC. I mean, Big 10's
ACC,
good.
Big Ten's good.
Big 10, ACC can still play some defense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no defense being played whatsoever out there. So,
No.
all right, where are we at now? We got 12.
We are at 12,
With
which is the
Raiders.
Raiders, and I have them.
Raiders. Yes.
Hey, Hey, Las Vegas. You gotta set the tone now.
Set the tone in
You gotta
Las
set the
Vegas.
tone
First
for Las
pick in
Vegas.
Vegas right here, man.
First pick in Vegas?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Don't mess this
You
up.
guys just shit all over it. Personally, I think the Raiders are going to want to get a wide receiver in this draft. I think they need one. I think they need a couple, but one will have to do. And I think they're going to go with the most talented guy on the board. You know, if Jared Judy was still here in a perfect world, they would be taking him. But I got a shark picking in front of me, so I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. I think you guys are
like
right
it.
about the Big 12 being overhyped. Just from, film don't lie. The guy makes plays.
I mean, the Big 12 is definitely still
Whatever
overhyped.
conference you're playing in, dude's
But-
making plays.
It's true.
But I like the pick. If you don't go receiver here, you're wrong. So
I think
like
so
it.
too. Yeah, I think I
You have
completely
to.
agree with that take.
There's
Yeah.
going to be a run at wide receiver.
I mean, you
There
could
is.
definitely maybe go in
Those
defense
guys won't
interior
be
with
there.
maybe Kinlaw here or something
Right.
like that, but I definitely like the direction leaning towards the receiver
100%.
getting weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to pair him with Renfro, who had a decent season.
And
There's
you
a couple
got
guys
Josh
out there.
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
You got the tight end just blew up. Waller.
Waller, yeah.
Waller the baller.
Yeah. So you gotta kind of keep building on that momentum you have offensively.
Completely agree. I have no qualms. Any qualms?
No, I like that one.
Like that one. All right, we're at number 13. Excuse me, San Fran.
Ooh.
So San Fran originally, I was thinking receiver here because it's a very talented draft. They need a guy
They got a couple
outside
good
of
ones,
Debo
yep.
Samuel. But at the same time, how many times did they throw the ball in the postseason last year?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. So who do I got still sitting on the board? We're going best available. San Fran, they love building up that defense. I'm going Javon Kinlaw.
Ooh, man,
Good pick.
dang.
He's a shark. He's a shark.
Rich get richer, man.
I'm surprised.
San Fran
I'm shocked.
builds that defense.
I did not see Javon Kinlaw go into San Fran, but I love the pick. I mean, you're going to compare him with Buckner. You're going to compare him with Bosa.
Throw your
Yeah, just
nuts
that. Just start throwing stuff away, guys.
Fuck.
I mean, hold on a second. I got to cross this guy.
Yeah. Damn.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Good pick. I mean, Kinlaw is an absolute disruptor.
Freak. Yeah.
And a disruptor up the middle. He
Yep.
gets penetrated. I watched it's his highlight reel, but I feel like almost every time you see him, he's getting 2, 3, 4 yards penetration
Yep.
every single time.
Every play. And again, you're going to pair him with DeForest Buckner and Joey
Well,
Bosa.
no, Buckner's gone.
Oh, Buckner's gone.
Or is
That's
it-
right.
No, is it Buckner or Armstead? That guy had him. Which one?
One of
left?
them's gone.
One they signed,
Armstead's
one they
gone.
I
kept.
think Armstead's
They kept-
gone.
I want to go
I thought they
opposite. I
kept-
think they kept Armstead. They let go of Buckner.
Oh,
I think Buckner's a Colt,
Moment-
which gave them pick 13.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think it's the other way
actually.
around.
It's definitely a Colt because pick 13 is a Colt.
It'll be difficult to replace DeForest.
Yep, no, he's right. He's right. Yep. Okay, well, still, now you just replaced DeForest Buckner. We're good to go.
Either way,
let's keep it
I
rolling.
get it.
Yeah. Problem
They
solved.
signed Armstead to a big old fatty.
Yeah, no, we just,
Yeah,
just keep it moving.
The
We're good
day
to
you
go.
got
We got
traded,
Bosa
yeah,
over
okay.
there. Let's just keep the train moving.
If
So-
Javon Kinlaw were to be available at 13th, I think this is
This guy's just
That guy
reading
had
stuff
him.
off
He's already
of
reading articles. All right,
Yep.
who's next after
I am. And number 14, dream pick for me. Super
Dream
big
pick.
Bucks fan.
Ah.
Super excited about this pick, guys. I've been waiting for this all night.
Oh.
All right.
I'm nervous.
So, so for the Bucks,
I think it's a slam dunk right here. There's a pick right on the board. Slam dunk.
big notes here. All right, all across the board, big notes. Sign TB12.
Yeah.
All right. I had to say, I can't.
The
The
TV12.
TB12.
I know where
Okay.
it lives. Okay.
All right. Re-sign Shaq Barrett. All right. Oh, franchise tagged him. So you slap the league's leading rusher back into the mix. They got a young secondary
Pretty much
who
every defensive back.
really actually
Linebacker.
great. At first, didn't look good. Saw Jamel Dean get burned and all that stuff. But
This 30 seconds is running on very long.
this is gonna take me a minute. I'm getting to
The
it.
Bucks.
Home team.
This is home team. I gotta go. All right, they got a young secondary. The offensive line didn't grade bad, but you have a 43-year-old Tom Brady. You have to protect Tom Brady. You have issues on the front O-line. You've got questionable tackles. I'm gonna go, and this might be kind of an argument here, guys, on which offensive tackle because there's Thomas or Becton. I'm gonna go Andrew Thomas.
Yes.
Ooh,
I
I think it's more
better.
pro
I think it's
ready.
better. Yeah, I think it's
I like
definitely more
that
pro
one
ready.
And right now is
And Becton's definitely more of a project.
right. He's a physical specimen.
Oh my god.
But I think you have to go there. My other pick, if all those tackles were off the board, I was going to go Kylvon Chason
Yeah,
early
Kylvon
on,
Chason, yeah.
and basically pair him up with Shaq Barrett on the other side because JPP is getting old and he's not going to be around forever.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but I
Bucks
don't
picked
know.
the lame ass tackle. Move.
Hey, it's not a
move
glamorous pick, but as a Bucks fan,
It works.
I'm very excited about it.
Fantastic pick.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Who
I
cares?
want Tom Brady to play 16 games.
Yes.
I
and
need
some
him to-
postseason, hopefully.
and then he's going to be breaking records, just finishing it out.
Would that Falcon shirt you're wearing have anything to do with your reaction
No.
right now?
I think it might.
Absolutely not a bad pick.
Badass uniforms.
It's a bad pick.
It's bad uniforms, right? It's
Yeah.
awesome uniforms. All right, so I got 15. I got the Denver Broncos, okay? So I always liked Drew Lock, okay? I think he's the future in Denver.
Okay.
I think finally, Elway can draft a quarterback. And he's terrible at drafting quarterbacks.
Which blows my
He
mind.
loves him tall.
Yeah.
I know, but not Drew Lock. He's not that very tall, but
No.
he's got an absolute
Cannon.
cannon for an arm.
And he came on late.
He's got Cortland Sutton. That's really his only receiver I can name on that freaking
He's a
team.
badass.
Right.
So I'm gonna go.
Armin.
I'm gonna go Henry Ruggs. I'm taking the receiver.
Good. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the receiver.
Absolute
You have a good
weapon.
quarterback.
You
Your
know
offensive
I like
line's
that.
not bad because
Yeah, they're solid. They're solid. They're not-
At the end of the year, he kind of lit up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And you needed a receiver besides Cortland Sutton. I couldn't even name somebody else on that offense on that receiving. core.
Agreed.
So
I mean,
you got to go Henry Ruggs. He can take the top off the defense, which is what
Yep.
they need.
Good pick.
With that arm, get it.
I'm not mad at all. I love the pick.
I love the pick.
mean,
I love the pick.
Like you said, the offensive line was solid. They weren't incredible.
And a crisp, mile-high air.
Yep.
Yeah, that ball's gonna
It's gonna
fly
just
to him.
swing it.
Oh, it's gonna go an extra 10. It's
Swing
an
it.
extra 10 yards.
Yeah.
Good pick. Henry Ruggs is definitely a good pick. Definitely.
love it.
And it gets a fan base absolutely lit up.
Yep.
Like they are
He's a
ready to go.
playmaker.
Yeah, it's that speed is just ridiculous.
You have that
Take
young-
the top off.
you have
the
that
I mean,
young
it's
defense.
absolutely, it's
quarterback.
absolute weapon. It's
Yeah.
absolute weapon.
Take the top off the defense every time.
Nothing wrong with that pick.
All right, number 16.
I actually liked him better than Judy, to be honest with you.
Really?
That's absolute
You're.
false.
No,
yeah,
I
no.
actually liked him better
Turn-
than Judy.
Where's your mic?
Yeah.
button?
No.
Turn your
So
mic
I'm a
off.
two-
How? In what way? In what way is
My
Ruggs
opinion,
better?
it's my opinion. I think he's better.
What? How though? You have to explain.
I
You
think
can't throw something so
Besides
controversial
running a
out
straight
there.
line faster, what does Ruggs do better than Judy?
that, which I think you need for that
It's
offense.
that
Okay.
much better?
Okay,
Yes.
Al Davis.
Yeah.
Okay, Al
I think
Davis.
it's better.
Turn your mic off.
Mike back
He
on.
does everything better than Ruggs.
I like Ruggs.
Everything. 10 times better than Ruggs.
No, I think we'll see.
But Ruggs definitely takes the top off the defense. He's a Tyreek Hill. It's a special, definitely a special athlete. Hopefully, he can become a Tyreek Hill where he actually could run routes, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, number 16.
You already
Let's,
know it,
let's
boy.
guess who has this pick.
you got it.
Joe's
Joe's
got this
got it.
pick. Joe's got this pick. The Falcons pick.
Falcons.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
So, with
someone's gonna get hurt eventually. So.
Yeah.
with
It
the
doesn't really matter.
key free agency
You don't want
ads,
Ryan, Matt Ryan.
I believe we had 30 seconds.
You do have 30 seconds. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, the Atlanta Falcons and the free agency added the running back Todd Gurley and pass rusher Dante Fowler. However, the list of lost, very long. We had Switzer, a starting guard, Devontae Freeman, Desmond Trufant, Austin Hooper, Devondre Campbell, our linebacker, and Vic Beasley, our defensive rusher. Because we keep drafting so freaking well that we can't pay everyone. So, at pick 16, I'd be a freaking fool not to draft defense here because, I mean, our offense can't get any more loaded. I mean, 2 years ago, I thought we know we were going to pick offense, but we picked Calvin Ridley. You know, we did that.
Right.
So, there's a couple guys I liked on the board at this point. I like C.J. Henderson, obviously, for them, but he's not there.
Okay.
So, with Dante Fowler being an outside linebacker pass rush, I kind of think Dan Quinn's going to lean back to his gut, which back in the day used to be a 3-4. So I'm going to go with Clayvon Chason,
Yeah.
Okay.
outside pass rusher from LSU. I think we're going to fully adapt the 3-4, and hopefully he can be our Vic Beasley that actually develops a second pass rushing move.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cross him off because I had him for my next pick. So thank you, Joe. Appreciate
The
that.
Falcons are sharks. The Falcons are sharks. That's what we do.
So I'm not
We
mad.
draft stars.
I'm not mad at the pick. Again, you're in that NFC South. You've got TB12. Underline that.
Somehow we found a way to get back to that.
Drew Brees.
Unbelievable.
And then who's Carolina got now?
Teddy Big.
Oh
Teddy
yeah,
B.
Teddy B. So, I mean, I don't know how the Carolina Panthers.
I mean,
are
we
gonna do
need
it.
defense.
You have to have defense.
It's unreal. I mean,
It's-
our offense is so freaking loaded. It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
you have to
I
go
mean, what
defense
could
at
you
that
add
pick.
anymore?
I can't even argue with it. I'm not mad at it. So, all right, you guys ready to move on with that? Anybody have anything else they want to chime in?
Zach, Adam,
Talk about
nothing?
how sorry the Falcons are or anything? No. Okay.
No, they're great. They're awesome. Matt
All right.
Ryan's awesome. MVP 2000.
Noodle arm.
I mean, they're
All right.
the
MVP
best
is the
team
one.
in the NFC South.
All right, so moving on, number 17, we've got the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh.
All right, so my original thought here was going to be D-line, but they re-signed Gerald McCoy. I'm sorry, they traded for Gerald McCoy and Dontari Poe, so they crossed both those needs off their
And
list.
Alan Smith.
Yep. All right. So then I was going to say, all right, well, let's go safety. Maybe Xavier McKinley or what's the other dude's name?
Delpit.
Delpit. Yep. Grant Delpit.
Delpit.
But they signed Clinton Dix. So I'm not going to just repeat
Finally got a
that
safety on the
same.
team.
Right. They lost Robert Quinn, who had 11 and a half sacks, and they have not been able to replace that. So I was going to go Clavon Chason. But
Chase on sacks.
my pick got stolen.
Good. Might catch on.
Well, hopefully he's a Falcon when it catches on.
We'll see.
If he gets drafted by another team, he can't have that.
It's trademarked.
It's trademarked by Falcons.
Trademark Joe 2020.
Falcons.
All right, so with that, at corner, they got Chidobe Awuzie, however you say his name.
Yeah, Awuzie.
And Byron Jones.
No, Byron Jones is
Oh, he's gone.
Gone.
So that just strengthens
Ice
that just strengthens my
corner.
pick.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
I was gonna say they had CJ Goodwin as the only other corner on
Yeah.
that roster.
Just traded him.
So with that, I'm gonna go with my next best corner I have on the board. I'm gonna take Christian Fulton out of LSU.
Good pick. Solid corner. I think it's a little bit of a reach, but the Cowboys are so freaking loaded everywhere else. It's
Yep.
like, what else do you do?
Yep.
I mean, you did lose Travis Frederick, but I don't
That's
think
what
there's
I'm
a
thinking.
center.
I think you go.
I don't
offensive
think
line
there's
back.
anyone worth that pick.
There's gonna be
Who's worth that pick that early?
I think you can move Martin over to center. I think he's that good.
you could
Even if though there's no interior lineman worth
not
it
until
this
the
year.
end, not till the end of the first
And
round,
maybe
beginning of
late
the
second round, you get a
right.
couple okay
There's
ones.
a couple decent
Wisconsin
ones.
has a boy.
Maybe
but
they
like,
trade back. You think they trade back?
No, I actually think Cowboys are going to trade up
Trade up.
I think I could see them trading up.
because they're an embarrassment of riches right now, and Dak's on a 1-year deal.
That's
Right.
I think
true,
Jerry's on a 1-year deal with life. So he's gonna want to win pretty
He's
quick.
here by
Yeah, he needs to win. He needs the Super Bowl
Yeah.
ring. So no, I agree. I think that I can see them trading up, but there's
I can
going to
definitely
be
see a trade up.
they do need interior offensive linemen. I don't think there's an argument there because they
But
have to
there's
replace
nothing
Travis
worse.
Frederick's one of the best centers we've seen in recent
Oh,
memory.
amazing,
By far.
underrated. No one even
Oh
knows
yeah,
about him too.
He's one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
But
Mean guy.
yeah, there's going to be good, solid. Like you said, the kid from Wisconsin is going to be towards the end of the first round. I think
Oh, yeah,
beginning of the
pick
second.
15, yeah, you can't do it.
You
Yeah.
can't- It's a reach at that point.
He's
There's
too
going to
much
be
of a reach.
right. There's going to be 2 or 3 good guards who, if you wanted to move Zach Martin to center, you draft a
And
guard.
Fulton's definitely needed. Definitely addresses
Right.
the need. And Fulton's a good player. He's definitely really. They said he's good at man coverage. He's good at like playing a receiver, but he
Right.
doesn't have the zone or the footwork.
And
yet.
you can work
But
on
that's
it and
exactly.
hopefully- right.
It's coachable.
Yep, it's
His
coachable.
things that he sucks at right now, or not sucks at, excuse me,
Yep.
could get better at is definitely things that are coachable.
Yeah, 100%.
And he has the raw athleticism to just be good at football.
I agree.
So I think it's a good pick. I like that pick.
Thank you. All right.
Who's next?
I got to update our roster here. So, all right. So, after the Cowboys at 17, we are at number 18, which is the Miami Dolphins.
We back, baby! So, like I said, the first pick we drafted to us, so we addressed our quarterback need. Now, boys, looking at this roster, oh my God.
just
There's more holes.
pick whatever you need.
More holes than Swiss cheese. I mean, my God.
just pick the first. Just close
I
your
mean,
eyes and throw a
it's like
dart.
secondary, and that's about all they have locked up. So, and they have a couple good young linebackers they drafted the past couple of years with McKinney and Baker.
Yep.
A couple good linebackers. They also, by the way, signed Kyle Van Noy of a phenomenal year out of the Patriots, and his ex-coach in Brian Flores getting him back. So
Yep.
you can't argue like, oh, maybe he doesn't want to use him.
No, it's gonna work out.
It's
You
gonna
know what I
work.
mean?
That-
He has
that's
what he's
a
done.
guarantee that's
They
gonna
did
work out.
sign 2 edge rushers, and I can't pronounce his first name, but his last name's Agba. But he's a pass rusher from Cleveland who had a pretty
Oh, right. Yeah.
decent, not great. And they also signed Shaq Lawson, kind of a first-round flop, but had shown signs of something. But
He's
they
got some
definitely,
upside.
they definitely need a pass rusher, but there's really nothing out there right now worth the pass rusher. Another thing they desperately need is offensive linemen.
Yep.
And I know the Dolphins right now are in a rebuild mode, so what better rebuild offensive lineman to have than Mekhi Becton?
Agreed.
He's definitely a project. He's not going to be your number one step in. He's going to be a stud, but you have time in Miami.
Yeah.
Time is on your side. You have nothing but young, nothing but up. So get him with Tua, pair up his blind. Well, Tua's not blind side because he's lefty.
Yep.
It'd be his actual strong side tackle.
Yeah.
But you're on a good track there because chances are, even if you draft to it, he's probably not going to play a whole lot this season.
Exactly.
So
So you
you
definitely
have-
want something to
But do you
grow
draft?
on.
But do you draft because you draft your offensive lineman for Tua or for Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Tua.
Tua.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No doubt.
Ryan
I mean, I drafted.
quarterback.
Doesn't matter.
No, but I drafted Tua. That's my future.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This year, to me, as a Dolphin, again, is a wash.
This year's a watch because you're going to have you're hopefully going to have. I mean, you're going to lose a bunch of games and you're going to be back here in the top 10
Yeah.
anyways next year. But you're going to sit. I mean, earliest I think Tua plays is mid-season. Earliest.
And if you're telling me as the Dolphins going into this draft, at pick 5 I get 2, and at pick 18 I get Mekhi Becton,
It's a win.
I mean, that's a half chub.
It's an
That's
A-
a half chub.
it's
That's
an
a
A
good
plus
day.
for sure.
That's a good day.
It's an A plus easy.
That's a good day, boys.
So
Any,
I
comments?
can't argue with it at all. That's my first thought was if you're going to draft Tua, who we know is injury prone,
Yeah.
I would spend the rest of my picks on offensive
I mean,
line.
that's what you
Every
have to,
single
right?
pick
Yeah.
that I have.
And the
is gonna be an
guy's
offensive
still there
lineman.
at this point.
Yep. I'm going to take all the best offensive linemen that are on the board, just whoever he is.
That's
Just
fair.
go down the list.
All right,
All
so
right.
I have Ryan Qualms, that guy
19.
Adam.
Nope.
Nope.
Number 19.
All
We're
right, you
back
hear
to the
my
Raiders.
calls real quick.
Back to
the
My
Raiders.
pick now. So this is why you guys. That's why you scout more than one or two players. You might put a lot of players on your board. So I was looking at Fulton. I know they need some secondary help when Craig robbed me.
Yep.
And then I was thinking, oh, Becton's, he's fallen a lot. This guy's a talent at 19. He'd really build this defense. I mean, this offense. You know, he'd really get that line nice and bolstered. But that's why you have contingency.
That's why you come prepared.
So what I'm thinking is I'm going for a position of need, and it's also a position that, frankly, you don't see a lot of studs at this position. This is one of the hardest positions to fill out on the
I love this
roster.
pick. I know he's going. I
I know
love
you're
it.
going with it.
So I'm going with a stud out of a tried and true program, Xavier McKinney.
Yeah,
So-
I love him. I know.
Yeah, you have to. Good pick.
You have to.
I like it.
Good
I'll give
pick.
you a round of applause for that one. That was solid.
Mike Mayock knows what he's doing. Just that guy had it. I'm so sorry.
However, do you have anything to add to a 3 years ago first round pick in Carl Joseph and last year's first round pick and
that was the-
J.J. Abram? No, that's the director.
Yeah.
Definitely
He's a
Abrams.
producer.
Definitely not J.J. Abrams.
But there's
He's a
and
producer
that's
on
Abrams.
Top Gun, something
Jay,
like that.
I
Star
can't
Wars.
remember his first name, but it's definitely Jay Abrams. They drafted him last year in the
Yep.
first round of Hard Knocks. Remember, he's like a guy who kept hitting his players too hard.
Kid, he's a hitter. You got
Yeah.
You know, on
but he's
Joseph, I'm going to say no comment. That's the
Carl
previous
Joseph is not very good.
regime.
Yeah, Carl Joseph is not very
So that has nothing to do with me here.
But I mean, it's the
previous
past
regime.
past
Next guy,
4 years,
uh,
investing 3 of them in a safety.
Next guy, I'm going to mix it up a little bit and say I plead the fifth.
Hey, you know what? It's one of those ones where we're
I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna say my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a lot of safeties in the past 4 years.
It is. It is a lot of safeties, but you know what? If you keep missing, eventually you're going to get
Yeah,
one of these
you
right.
gotta-
You got to get one right
That's the
eventually.
Bucks and linebackers, right? They
Yeah.
finally got. I mean,
Finally,
eventually they
yeah.
shuffled
I mean,
them all in now, but.
What do you they actually?
Well, Mark Barron. I'm sorry, I meant safety.
Mark Barron.
No, I was like, Bucks
Mark
draft
Barron.
linebackers
Safeties.
really well.
Yeah, we can just go down the list. We got like 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Justin
Brooks.
Evans.
Yeah.
All right.
This Evans isn't
All
bad.
right.
All right.
All right. Number 20 with
That
the
would
Jags.
be the absolute jagging out.
Yep.
Or no, it's
with their
excuse me,
second pick.
jagging off.
Uh,
So with the first pick we picked C.J. Henderson as a corner. I mean, I feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars last year with there's rumors now we're gonna trade the running back Fournette, which I don't think is
Fournette,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
there's
maybe
some
not.
trades going
I just
there.
feel like the offense last year had enough juice, and by them scoring like 25
100%
to 28
shipping
points a
them out.
game,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I think our offense is kind of building something special. I would like a left tackle, but they're pretty much all gone at this point.
Yep.
All the interior linemen are at So, with pick 20, I'm going to absolutely bail on Gardner Minshew, and I'm going Jordan Love. Quarterback, Utah State. I'm going to go in that offseason and say, hey, boys, we
What
got an
is happening
absolute
here?
quarterback competition. Let the best man win.
I got one word for you, Joe. Reach.
Over who?
All right, Ryan, I'm going to let you, because you're a quarterback guy. You're a quarterback guy. Go ahead.
Who's better?
Go ahead.
I haven't seen enough of. I'm sorry, I can't even say words about how bad that pick is, Joe.
I mean, I don't like Gardner Minshew. I don't think he's...
Why? Tell me why.
Because I don't think he's the answer. What did he throw? He had less than 3,000. What did he have? 3,100 yards passing last year? Dude, it's the new NFL.
Didn't even play the whole season, and he lost his. And what's
He
his
played,
came
no,
back?
he played most of the season. What Nick Foles got hurt week
3,000
1.
yards for what,
Nick Foles got hurt
12
week
12
1.
I think he played 10 or 11 games.
No, he played
he?
Adam Stack. He played 15 games.
No way.
Don't look now, dude. And threw for 3,200 yards.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew.
It's not good. He's not the guy. He's
So-
not the future. He wasn't even your future. You drafted him in the 5th round. He wasn't your guy.
I think he is now.
I still don't think he's
You
your
got
guy.
Jameis out there on the free agent market, guy.
I'm going to go Jordan Love. I love
You
the
got Andy
kid.
Dalton out there. You could get.
I don't
competition
want.
with. I'm sorry.
Listen, this is a draft, not rebuilding a team on free agency.
Yeah.
I love Jordan Love. I think he has a huge arm. I think he has huge upside. He needs a little bit of time. But what's a better way to have time than in Jacksonville with a good quarterback competition with Gardner Minshew?
Yeah,
Gardner-
Foles got hurt in the first game, by the way.
Thank you. I was right on that.
All right.
Minshew started the rest of the season.
Thank you. What do you have? What was his stats?
Oh, man.
In
All right.
15
Why
games.
Why he's looking it up? Why he's looking it up?
21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 60.6 completion rating, 3,200 passing yards, passer rating 91. I mean, that's not bad.
A cool 3,200. Adam, what did Andy Dalton have last year?
Where did he rank among rookies?
I mean, pretty decent, I guess. Who else?
Joe, I gotta. We're getting a little off topic here, but I gotta fight you on this Andy Dalton thing. You think Andy Dalton's terrible, but I think
No,
Cincinnati's
I think
terrible.
Andy Dalton's one of those funny quarterbacks you could throw into stats against quarterbacks who you think are good, and he's better than them. And you're like, whoa, Andy Dalton?
Yeah,
but
right.
he's one of those guys. He's not going to win you anything.
All right.
But he's like Kirk Cousins. just good enough to beat the stats.
So here's my issue with the pick: is that one, I think Jordan Love is a reach at that position.
Pick 20 for
I
sure.
don't necessarily hate
And
him as a
Jacksonville's no
quarterback.
second round pick.
Right. I don't necessarily hate him as a quarterback. I think he's a reach. I think Gardner Minshew is enough to get you through because you want. I think you see how he plays out this year. It was his rookie year.
Maybe,
See
yeah.
how he plays out
It
this
was a
year.
little different.
I think they have a couple different options they could have gone there to improve upon.
Maybe.
But-
Definitely. They have holes.
But I think
They're
Jordan
still
Love is
shooting.
a reach at that point. I
I want to go future.
okay.
I don't think Gardner's my future.
No, I don't necessarily.
Gardner in Jacksonville 5 years.
I don't necessarily think that he is either, but I want to see what he does next year.
Gardner 5 years Jacksonville.
I don't think so. I don't think he's the future.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But again, I want to see what he does
I mean,
next
fair.
season.
I like your points. I definitely like your points.
And I think there's other positions they could fill.
It was a little bit of a reach, but at the same time, we got the guy I think that we need. Because I don't think Gardner's going to carry us to the next level.
All right,
I
so
don't think he ever can. I
real
don't think
quick,
he ever will.
I have to kind of find him on here because.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, like I said, I'm keeping up with our
Diving
draft
deep.
board, and I was digging down deep for that one. All right.